But do you have up to what you're spending? Do you have the income? Is your income equals your spending? You cannot be spending everything that comes into your hand. And you cannot be spending more than what comes into your hand. Your income needs to be up here and your expenses need to be here. Hello warriors, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is seunobisesan, and if you are a return viewer, thank you for coming back. Today I'm going to be talking about personal budgeting, how to spend your money. So if you are making money, you have an income already, but you always wonder, where did the money go? Before your next pay, you don't have any more money. This video is for you. So watch this video to the end and I will share with you steps on how to budget your money. Personal budgeting, it's about creating ways that is suitable for you on how to manage your income and expenses over a period of time. It could be for a month, it could be for a year, depending on what your goals are. And when it comes to personal budgeting, it's not about, oh, I'm fixed for the year. You need to revisit your budget. The goal of personal budgeting is to make sure you are living within your means. Because come to think of it, why will you be earning 2,000 euro and you are on a living expenses of 3,000 euro? Obviously, the 1,000 extra will be coming in a way that is not convenient for you, whether it's coming in as a loan, which you cannot afford. You're just looking for ways to kind of sustain your lifestyle, and that is not good. Why personal budgeting is so important is for you to make sure that you have more income than your expenses. I know it's tough to focus on that now because things are really so expensive, but to live a life of peace, to be at peace with yourself each time your income goes into your account, you need to make sure your income is up here and your expenses is here. Your income can't be here and your expenses is up there. That's not a lifestyle that you want for yourself. Who wants a lifestyle of stress? So in this video, I'm going to share with you 6 steps on how to spend your money. Number 1, calculate your net income. How much comes into your hand? If you go to work, maybe you're a 9-to-5 person, how much do you get? That doesn't include the tax now, your net income. How much gets into your hand? And when you're calculating your net income, don't calculate, oh, my brother gives me money, oh, my sister gives me money. Except you are doing a service for this brother and sister that is guaranteed they have to give you this money. Whatever that comes into your hand, whether you invest and you're getting return every week or every month or fortnightly, that is your net income. Whatever that gets into your hand, that under no circumstances should this money not get into your hand. Calculate them. Oh, I work, I get 1,000. I do this business, I get 500. Oh, I'm doing some writing for this person, I get 200. Not my sister will give me money, my brother will give me money. No, they can say I don't have money. Then what is going to happen to your expenses if that is where your income is? Number 2, track your spending. Track your spending. How do you spend? What are your expenses? There are some expenses that are fixed, like your rent, your mortgage, or your electricity. These are, expenses that you have to pay them anyway, regardless of how much increase they have accumulated or how much, discount you get. They are fixed. You need to pay them. And I'm looking to, what other expenses do you just spend money on because you have money? You need to track your expenses. I know a lot of people, we talk about, budgeting. It starts from you. There is no amount of format that people will throw in your face if you're not willing, if you're not able to change, to track yourself. Sometimes you could be on, personal budgeting for a whole year, trying to put things in order. What are the things that you spend money on? List all these things down. When you list them down, today I spent €2. now I spent €5. Yesterday I spent €3. Then you will have all your expenses. Now you will be able to see, oh, why am I buying this? Why do I spend so much money on coffee? Why do I do this? Why do I do that? And you'll be able to compare your expenses with your net income. Number 3, set realistic goals. Before you start digging into your money, what are your short-term goals? What are your long-term goals? Maybe short-term goals, you want to buy your bus pass for the month. Maybe next year you want to buy a car. So how can you get there into buying a car? You need to save a bit towards that to get the car. Or you're trying to buy a house, you need your 10%. How will you save towards that? Set realistic goals. You cannot be earning 2,000 and you're thinking of buying a car of €100,000. It doesn't really make sense because you will not be able to do that. Aside the fact that you need to eat, you need to pay your rent, you can't go about naked, you need to buy clothes, you need to do other things. Your income put together without you not even spending from it is not enough for you to buy that car. Why would that be your goal? Number 4, make a plan. Make a plan in your budget. Okay, I go to work, I drive. The fuel in my car is my need. You understand? My car is my need. Is my means of transportation to my work. If you don't work, let's say you work at home, your car is not a need, if that makes sense. Putting fuel in your car is not a need because you don't need the car, you just have it. So it's not a need for you. If you work from home, you don't need it. If you take your car to work, that's your means of transportation, then that's your need. That is why when it comes to personal budgeting, it is a personalized, information, personalized detailed stuff. Some people writing things down with their hands helps them more. Some people putting it on Excel sheet helps them more. It depends on who you are. It's about you. What is your need might not be my need. So let's say someone needs to pay rent and that is their need. If my child lives at home, she doesn't pay rent. Obviously, rent is not a need for her. So make a plan of how can you break this down. Okay, which out of my expenses do I really need to be spending money on? If I don't do this, what will happen to me? Will I survive getting to work? Will I not survive if I don't get this? That is how you make a plan for your money. We've heard about the 50, 30, 20 budgeting rules, where about your 20% will go towards your savings, maybe your 30% will go towards your want, maybe your 50% will go towards your need. Why this budgeting rule might not work for everybody is like a point I just mentioned. In your need, rent might be in there, grocery might be in there. If you're a parent, you have children, those might be your need. If you're a college student, you travel from home, you live with your parents, those are not your need. So how can you work with yourself to make sure you know how to, manage your money, how to spend your money? Number 5, adjust your spending to stay on budget. Now you want to start your personal budgeting and you are able to put in order. Probably you have one income and you know that every month you only get €1,000. Okay, and you notice that before you get 1,000 in, you don't have any money. You seriously need to budget because that's not a good sign. You are always out of money before you get money. That is not good. Now, all your budget, put it together, like put it in order. What do I spend money on? You need to adjust things. Oh, I buy, a bottle of cola. Oh, I go to McDonald's every day. Okay, can I take out 5 days out of my McDonald's? Because sometimes when you're used to doing a particular thing, like it has become and add it. You cannot just take it off yourself completely. If you happen to go to McDonald's once a day, every day you are in McDonald's, you can just say, okay, let me reduce it to 5. Let me reduce it to 4. As you go on, you reduce it as you go. That will work well with you rather than taking it off you. That's why some people, they focus on their budget for a month. After a month, they are back to square one again because don't be too tough on yourself. It's a process. It's a gradual process, and it is something you have to continue to do, in your lifetime. Now imagine if you think, oh, I spend 10 euro on coffee every week. Okay, I want to adjust myself and spend 5 euro on coffee. Let me put aside the remaining 5 euro every week. If it's 5 euro you put aside every week, you multiply that by 52 weeks. At the end of the year, you have 260 euro. I know sometimes some people will say, oh, you that don't drink coffee, where's your 260 euro? I know. But when you are in need of something, you will have leftovers to cover that area. If all of a sudden rent is your need and your landlord just suddenly increase the rent, you will still have some disposable income to add to your rent. Number 6, review your budget regularly. Every time you need to review your budget. If you have toddlers in creche and the creche was 20 euro per week, let's say for example, and all of a sudden they say, oh, the price is going up to 25 euro, you need to go back to your budget. Okay, because my income didn't increase and now my expenses have increased, where can I get 5 euro from? Okay, I spend 120 euro for food per week. If I take 5 euro from there, are we able to manage, that amount for food and I put it into the creche payment? You regularly have to visit your budget. If not, everybody have the ability of spending. But do you have up to what you're spending? Do you have the income? Is your income equals your spending? You cannot be spending everything that comes into your hand. And you cannot be spending more than what comes into your hand. Your income needs to be up here and your expenses need to be here. Like some of the things we spend money on, we are not compelled to spend money on them. It's just, our crave, the flesh just telling you, oh, you need this. You know your needs, you know your wants. Just put your budget in order. Somebody who doesn't know how to manage your money, it is very difficult to save. It is very difficult to invest. So you need to start with, how do I manage my money to make sure I have enough? I'm within my means of income. Before you think of, saving or investing. A lot of information out there is not for everybody. You need to start within yourself first. You need to evaluate the income, the expenses around yourself, your spending pattern. Why do you spend what you spend? Why do you buy what you buy? When is the time that you crave to buy something? When is the time you crave to spend money? You need to fix that. It's a personal decision. It's a personal thing. You need to fix it first. And then you'll be able to be on top of your game when it comes to how you spend your money. It is still early in the year 2023 and we are in March. So watch this video on your screen right now, how to build a purpose New Year resolution. Until I come to your screen again, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, warriors.